I'm getting into the swing of it, right?
Yeah.
Swing. I'm also recognizing we don't have to do a hurt on everybody. I'd actually like to limit that a bit more. It's making me uncomfortable. It feels like there's too much real threat of violence, so fake violence has lost its luster, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, obviously we'll do like a little bit of fake violence, because it's part of it. It's just part of things. And it's such a cool game. More than a game, a great tech demo, and an example of what VR can and will be. I think I have a different special thing that's a lot more disgusting. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, that one. I have that. Whoops. This is Blade and Sorcery, the 1.0 release, which I'm very, very into. It's just impressive. They've done quite a bit, quite well. They have to. They've worked really hard on it for a very long time. I think this is maybe one of the longest running indie VR titles. They've come through on all of their promises, which is pretty rare. It's not that easy. Not easy to do just because you want to. Yep, that person deserves to live because they are hiding really well. And also, I guess everyone probably deserves to live. I really want to dehumanize these guys more. I feel like that's necessary. And maybe an example of how easy it is to justify the behaviors you wanted to do anyway by making these guys the bad guys. In my head, from now on, these guys represent the water crimes of Nestle, and they are no longer people. Oh. Even though the US Supreme Court has said and upheld that corporations are people. But if they're people, they can be murdered. Let's focus on that.
So true.
Is that a good direction?
I like that,
If corporations are people, then we can murder them?
I like that a lot.
Not like legally, obviously.
And like only in the game.
Right, like figuratively.
This is not the right, I promise.
We're talking figurative, guys. We're all on the same page. Ooh. And I'm fudging it up immediately. But I will take this. I'll borrow it. Here. Thank you. No. No, thank you. Ugh. Again, not real people. An embodiment of the corporation Nestle's crimes against humanity, which they have done and continue to do, but man, isn't bottled water so cool to have sometimes?
I can't deny that it is.
I hope no one's turned off by this.
Biden just quit. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, Biden just dropped out of the race, and I am so fucking proud of him. Let's be real clear, this is not a popularity contest, it is a job interview, and we keep acting like we have to like presidential candidates. We keep acting like they have to be sexy and strong natural leaders. But is politics about pageantry, or is it about policy? I feel the answer is really, really clear, so when asked like that, let's fucking go. I don't give a shit about any individual or their debate performances. I care about the cabinet they appoint. I care about what they do. I don't care about what they say. No one should be listening to a thing a politician says. You should be looking at what they've done. And in this case, both candidates, and I'm gonna consider Kamala Harris as the most likely endorsed candidate, and she's a core part of Biden's cabinet, so, I mean, we're talking about the achievements of both candidates with the presidency under their control. You should not listen to a single thing Trump or Harris or anyone else picked says. You can look at what they have done. They have voting histories, or at least Harris does. You can look at everything that she's voted for, yes or no, and why, or at least infer why. With both of them, you can see what their cabinets with power have done, have accomplished, have gotten through, and you can look at fact sheets of both presidencies and base your decision. Become an informed voter. I don't even care who you vote for. I just care that you're informed. You know what to look for. You know how to through all the bullshit and misinformation. As long as you feel strongly you're an informed voter and you actually fucking vote, go for it, man. I applaud your right. You exercising your right here. Just as I exercise my right to not get lasered. We're all just doing our best, guys. But yeah, seriously, don't listen to anything a politician says. Look at what they have done, extrapolate from there to figure out what they will do when they have power again, and decide what direction you like the country going in, what flavor you want. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty damn convinced all of us want the same things. If you really get down to it, if you have a good faith argument with pretty much anyone, even no matter how extreme at a certain point, we're not talking about the details, we're talking about what everybody wants, because we know that we want the same things, but we disagree on how to get there. We all want to feel safe, we want to feel like we can protect ourselves and our family, we all want to feel like we have resources and that we can provide for ourselves and our family. Like, it's really straightforward. We just disagree on what that means, how to get there, and who should be in charge of it, I guess. I just think it's important to talk about current events with a US-centric focus, because that's where I live. But we can talk about it in a very positive way. We don't have to make everything scary, negative, and, dare I say, bullshit. And at the end of the day, really, I'm gonna keep repeating it because I like this line. Is it about policy or is it about pageantry? Do you care what someone does with power and how that affects your life directly, or do you care about someone making jokes about the green M&M being sexy? What is valuable? And I'm not talking about a specific side on any particular issue. There are not sides. That is meant to divide us, not in this grand conspiracy kind of way, but in a natural conspiracy kind of way. It just so happens that there are very many people who want to sell things to you because there is value in your attention. You vote with your attention, and you can choose how you want to exercise that. Let's run. It's just rude that these guys want to come to our house. It's not like we come to their house, except for every time that we do that for the entire beginning of the game. But if you ignore that, then what they're doing is totally unprovoked. Yeah, in general, I don't think I have any takes that would get me canceled or anything. Oh, that's a fun topic. Cancel culture, I think, has a place in modern society. Changed my mind. It's just the cult of public opinion, and we should all be taking it less seriously in general. Yes, it's scary. Yes, there's this irrational fear that I can do nothing wrong and still get in trouble. But also, I would like it to be the case where if I do something wrong, I get in trouble. I think I should. I think everyone should. And if it's something that you do that pisses people off so much, or calls into question your character or the safety of being around you, yeah, man, we should talk about that. And that's one of the most natural human instincts anyway. It all got bigger because things got a little messier. Modern society is not what the brain is made to be able to handle. But in general, in a tribalistic environment, which, you know, we're built for in the first place, our brains are tribal social structures. The instinct is to kick someone out of the group if they pose a danger to the group. That's why we don't like stealing. Almost every culture across the world doesn't like stealing and murder and things that you just don't want to happen to you, so you don't want anyone in the group to do it. It's not that there's this moral objective law, it's that it's bad for people everywhere. In general, I think it's a good thing. It has more potential to protect people than it does to harm people. And if you are so genuinely scared of getting #MeToo'd or something, the first and main thing you should do is review your actions. If you think that's a possibility, hey buddy, what can you change right now? But I don't think people are out there in roving gangs trying to find a reason to cancel someone. And every time that does happen, it's found out. So I'm also not sure where to go from here. Is there just one person left alive? There we go. Hey. And pop. And pop. Well, I want that shield. Please give it to me. I'm asking you nicely. Thank you. Oh, I so wanted him to trip. Nope. Oh, I lost it. But it did do something. Oh, we're getting a little floatier too as time goes on. My aim is off. I can't fence anymore. I wasn't that good at it anyway. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was fucking great at it. You see that? I gotta build up the confidence to have the energy. Nope. Got dead. That's fine. I'm tired. Anyway, if that wasn't clear. Oh, never mind. I have a free life. I mean, I'm not tired. I could do this forever. Wave 2. I mean, heck yeah, wave 2. There's some really solid research on mindset stuff, challenge versus fixed mindset. I try to keep in mind as much as possible. The gist is that when something comes up, the way you think about it affects how you can handle it. If it's a threat, you're gonna have an anxiety response, a sort of, oh no, this could kill me, so I need to be scared of it kind of response. But if it's a challenge, it's like, heck yeah, let me prove what I can do. Feels a lot better, and people tend to perform a lot better too. A study I remember from school was specifically focused on test taking, trying to find out how and why certain people are good test takers. Because that's not like you are or you aren't, it's people who do a lot of consistent things that make them more likely to succeed. Interestingly, being smart or knowing the material doesn't super affect how well you do in a test. A big aspect is this mindset. The people who wanted it to be a challenge and wanted to do their best did better and freaked out less, which then made it more reasonable to perform. But it's super fucking easy to forget that stuff. Come on, wave 3? We got a wave 3? I'm ready to be challenged. But like, if there's not a wave 3, I'm okay with that too. Okay, there is. And that's what I wanted, actually, the whole time. That's what I wanted, a chance to push past my limits. Am I doing the motivation thing really well? I feel like I'm killing it.
You're doing great.
See, I manifested that. I manifested that guy falling. Manifested that person falling. Manifested that person not having a face anymore. Again, these are not real people. These are physical, digital manifestations of Nestle's war crimes. Which, if you don't know, well, I guess not war crimes, water crimes. I don't think they've been directly engaged in war yet, have they? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm not gonna spread misinformation. Oh, wait, but you don't have to spread misinformation. You could just say, has Nestle done war crimes? Is Nestle connected to the Third Reich? Who knows? I'm just asking questions. Guys, I'm just asking questions. If Nestle wants us to stop, they have to send us a cease and desist. And I would love that so much. We have an unofficial goal at this company to collect, we haven't even started, but to piss off companies just the right amount that they don't, like, sue us, but that they tell us you have to stop or else. And then we will, of course, stop. We will stop immediately. Because, you know, we've hurt their feelings. I think if we hurt Nestle's feelings, and they spend money on lawyers to say, hey, you have to stop saying that because we don't like it, we will stop. We respect their feelings. In exactly the same way that they respect the rights of native people's water You know what? I actually hope there's a wave 4. I hope there's a 4th one of these that's making me, I was gonna say wet, but you don't, you know what I mean, right? It's making me soggy? Is that a good way to put it? Is that good?
I don't like any of the words that you're using.
My body's leaking in a very natural way, don't get me wrong. It is a human process.
Your
but I do
word
not
choices are concerning to me.
I would like to leak less, smile more.
Jesus.
Whose is that? Whose tagline did I just bastardize? Do you think they'll get mad at us?
Maybe. Possibly.
I mean, I'm just thinking outside the bun here. No, that was it. I've been rewarded with a bag of coins. Cool. I feel like that went well. I feel like I'm so soggy right now.
Thanks for watching, guys. And make sure you totally frickin' smash that like and subscribe button, or else I'll get a warlock to do a curse on you. Okay, thanks, love you, kisses, bye!